What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. It is Saturday, May the 24th, 2014. As always, first link below is going to take you to the Blogspot post. That's where you can find all these links I'm going to give you. Let's start off with this guarantee of 10 million Operation American Spring protesters off by just under 10 million. I applaud everyone's efforts, everyone who went to D.C. I'm not talking crap about anybody that was out there, but whoever originally put this thing together saying that 10 million people were going to be in D.C. and we're going to we promised to remove Obama and all these people from office. Just another protest, in my opinion. Again, I'm not talking crap about anybody who was out there. I applaud everybody for being there. I truly do. It is what it is. That's the first link I'll put on top. Moving on, we got the 9/11 Museum's absurd gift shop. 9/11 Museum opened in New York City, and you want to take a look at this article. We are Change, of course. Absurd gift shop. What do you expect? I don't know. Meanwhile, Chipotle, breaking news, Chipotle bans guns from their restaurants. I've seen a couple videos on YouTube this week about this. I got to agree with Outlaw Shooters on this topic. I've seen a couple videos, and his was the best. Got this here, ironically, North Carolina restaurant with no weapons sign robbed at gunpoint. So go ahead, Chipotle, you ban guns, and we'll see how long that lasts for you. FBI says black shades infected 500,000 computers. I guess a new computer virus going around. Put a link to this from Y News Now. Meanwhile, eBay asking users to change password after cyber attack. If you have an eBay account, change your password. Put this link here. From the Washington Times, Obama seizes New Mexico land for national monument. National monument in Bundy-like showdown. More land grab going on. I'll put a link to it. Meanwhile, let me let this catch up here. Lawmaker calls on U.S. to suspend aid to Mexico over jailed Marine. I don't know a lot about this. I saw them talking about this week. I'm going to research this actually when I'm putting all this links together for you. Apparently a jailed Marine in Mexico, be advised. House Democrats agree to participate in GOP-led Benghazi probe. Yeah, I bet. Nazi Piglosi right there on the cover. Meanwhile, Cheney declares Hillary Clinton responsible for Benghazi attack. This from We Are Change. Oh, it's going to be interesting to watch this come unraveled. Pope Francis to visit Israel to be granted by 8,000 cops. This from NBC News. Don't know what's up with that. Mail Online has this. Planes don't just disappear. Former Malaysian Prime Minister accuses CIA of covering up what really happened to MH370. Oh, I love it. Where is that plane indeed? I don't buy any of the official story. Got a couple recalls to tell you about. 1.8 million pounds of ground beef recalled. This from Boston.com. Be advised if you're into ground beef, you want to know about that. Also have the FDA reports jerky treats imported from China making pets sick. Be advised. This from Y News Now via CNN. Over to financial news. How the Dow Jones Industrial Average fared Friday. Dow Jones rose 63 points, was up 114 on the week, yada yada, near its all-time high. Put a link to that. Meanwhile, not a good time at HP. Up to 16,000 Hewlett-Packard employees dismissed by October. That's okay, though, because the next story is Colorado marijuana legislation creates 10,000 new jobs. Right on. Go Colorado. Meanwhile, AT&T to buy DirecTV for $48.5 billion. More consolidation of the big companies. I think Sam F2000 recently did a video, or Secret Truth 2012 actually did a video on that recently. Take a look at his video. Let's see, got a couple more here. Battling higher minimum wages, McDonald's just bought touchscreen cashier kiosks for 7,000 European locations. Touchscreen cashiers. Coming to America? Maybe. From RT, we got this. Swiss bank admits to helping wealthy Americans avoid taxes. Fine $2.6 billion. No way, that would never happen. Meanwhile, check this out. Feds use donations intended for poor for massages and luxuries for themselves. That would never happen either. This from Fox News Politics. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, $1 million bounty to be offered for smoking gun and IRS targeting scandal. This from The Blaze, May 21st. Put a link to it. I don't know. That's another thing it's going to be interesting to see come unravel. Mail Online has this. White House won't say if Obama kept his promise to return 5% of his salary in solidarity with budget sequester furloughs. Obama, where's the money? Put a link to this. Like we'll ever know anyway. Put a link to that. Another one from Mail Online. Prominent Manhattan lawyer, be advised, dead lawyer, not a dead banker this week, but a dead lawyer. Prominent Manhattan lawyer, 55, emails ex-wife suicide note before jumping 22 stories to his death. Lawyers jumping out of windows now? I don't know. accidentally on purpose. Meanwhile, Congressman agrees Obama is killing veterans struggle, suggests Obamacare enrollees will be next. Tongue-tied, too much madness. This came out May 12th from Think Progress, put a link to it. We're over to New World Order and Police State News now, and did you see this crap? Look at this. FBI chief says be suspicious of government power. The head of the FBI says he understands why people worry about scope of government's powers. In fact, he agrees with them. I believe people should be suspicious of government and power. I am, Director James Comley told the Senate Judiciary Committee on Wednesday morning. The FBI is suspicious of the government. Why is it the FBI doesn't do anything about all this nonsense that's going on? Well, maybe they do every once in a while. In fact, what happened to Special Agent Stephen Ivins out in L.A.? He run into the woods and shoot himself? Yeah, I don't think so. I'll put this link from the Hill, and I'll give you a whole mess of links here that the FBI could be doing something about. How about this? Congress reaffirms indefinite detention of Americans under NDAA. This came out May 22nd from RT. Why not from CNN or Fox News? Because the government controls the American media. EFF dismayed by House's gutted USA Freedom Act. You know, the USA Freedom Act that was supposed to protect us from the NSA? Well, it's been gutted. Nothing to it. Why is the FBI not doing anything about any of this? From We Are Change, a Native American man is facing charges for hanging American flag upside down. This nation is in distress. Put a link to this, and he offended the police officers in the area. Now he's facing charges for desecration of a flag. Swan has this video of Chicago cops caught brutalizing woman, says you're dead, your family will be dead. What else is new? Put a link to this. Got a few more of these. California police caught on camera fatally shooting man. Haven't looked into this, but more of the same. Gunning him down in the street. 2 Buffalo cops suspended after cover-up of brutal beating of Air Force Staff Sergeant. Put a link to it. Texas man faces possible life sentence for making and selling pot brownies. Life sentence for pot brownies. This is just stupid. Violation of effing free speech. Michigan City cops ticket people for swearing. I'm not making it up. I'll put a link to it in Telehub News. They got the original article on it. MyFox DC has this. Should TSA officers have arrest powers and allowed to be armed? The same TSA that molest women and children in our airports that are constantly caught stealing things. Should they have guns and have arrest powers? Your thoughts? Got this here. Homeland Security is ordering 24 million rounds of .357 ammunition. Is this more in addition to the 24-year-long war that they can fight with their current stockpile? From the Raw Story, Florida GLP lawmaker, Common Core school standards will make your kids as gay as possible. Now, I got a link to follow that. Check this out. From the Telegraph, sex change drugs to be offered to 9-year-olds. I wish I was making this up. This come out May 18. I'll put a link to it. Over to World War III news. North Korea fires at South Korean patrol boat. I heard North Korea and South Korea actually traded fire this past week. I'll put a link to this. Crazy times over there. 80 U.S. Air Force personnel on the ground in Chad to search for abducted girls. We're going after that supposed terrorist that we weren't that the administration specifically said don't watch him. Years ago. Anyway, I'll put a link to this. Boots on the ground for another agenda? I don't know. Administration. China cited in cyber spying case. Not sure what's up with this. This come out May 19. Yahoo News from the AP. Before It's News has this. 400 Blackwater mercs deployed in Ukraine against separatists. Wouldn't doubt that at all. Got one more in the World War III, Ben. Thailand wakens to military rule. What it means. I guess Thailand is under martial law. We're over to Earth Changes in 2012 news now, and I'm sorry to go off on a rant. I just find it comical that the FBI would actually come out and say people should be suspicious of the government. The same people who you labeled domestic terrorists a long time ago, because a lot of us have been suspicious for a long time. Where you been? And an agency who actually has the power to do something about some of this madness does nothing about it. Illegal alien in the White House. Nobody seems to care. Oh, he must be one of those racist birther people, right? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, over to Earth Changes in 2012 news now. Mysterious lights off Hawaii skies likely caused by missile launch. This May 21st. Be advised if you saw something weird. Missile launch? Pull that up and check that out. Kind of reminds me of the Norway spiral. Meanwhile, everything you need to know, meteor shower at the end of May. This is ongoing. May 23rd, 24th, 2014. Today's the 24th. Be advised if you're seeing things fly through the sky, we are in the middle of a major meteor shower right now. This is from Earth Sky. Put a link to it. Hawaii News Now has this. Forecasters predict above normal hurricane season in Central Pacific. That's great, right? Put a link to this. Be advised if you're in the area. Meanwhile, I got one from RT. U.S. honeybee population suffers unsustainable death rate over the winter. This came out on May 16th. Know what Einstein said about the bees. We Are Change has this. Global warming scientists covered up skeptics' damaging study. This came out May 16. No doubt. Meanwhile, check this out. Pat Sajak says people concerned about climate change are unpatriotic racists. How are people concerned about anything unpatriotic racist? Pat Sajak, buy a vowel, please. This is from HuffPost Tech. I'll put a link to it. We had flooding in Ohio, Interstate 70 flooding, I-70 traffic jam due to flooding. Check that out. Closing your date in Ohio. This May 21st, put a link to this. Meanwhile, sinkhole opens up at Austin Stadium. Austin, I don't know how to say it, stadium in Tennessee. Sinkhole in a football stadium. That's interesting. Put a link to that from Hawaii News Now. Meanwhile, I had an earthquake. I only got one quake bookmarked this week. I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention to the quakes too much. It was only a 3.2, but it was in Virginia, be advised, just west of Richmond, Virginia, 3.2. They just reopened the Washington Monument not long ago, didn't they? Anyway, from CBS Los Angeles, fishy situation causes quite a stink in Marina del Rey. Another big fish kill. Put a link to this. Meanwhile, secret weapon conspiracy theorists abound as U.S. military closes HARP. I don't know, May 22nd. I heard it was closed a long time ago. I don't know. Got one more. Fire at Fukushima. I wouldn't worry about HARP because here's another fire at Fukushima. Zero Hedge has this. This come out on the 20th. That's going to kill us all, I'm telling you. Anyway, over to strange and bizarre news. Got just a few strange stories this week. Elementary school. Pay to potty rule outrages parents. Apparently you have to pay to go to the bathroom. This is in Vancouver, Washington. Kids have to pay, looks like Monopoly money. I'll put a link to it. Scientists create animals that are part human. NBC News, crossing boundaries once again that we should not be crossing. Just my opinion. Meanwhile, maybe this person is part animal. Stupid has this. Stupid woman names her daughter after Superstore. How would you like to be named Walmart? I'm not making it up. I'll put a link to it. One more in the strange bizarre bin. UK Discovery starts race to turn light into matter. Turn light into matter. Interesting article there. I'll put a link to it. For all of the news, please check my favorites. I have favorited quite a few videos this week. Not too many, but pull them up and scan over the titles, see if there's anything that I missed. I got a couple shout-outs this week. Let me pull those up here. Shout out to architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth. Luke Radowski from We Are Change interviewed, I believe, what's his name? Richard Gage from AE 9/11 Truth. Apparently he was, somebody was running their mouth on, what was it, CNN or Fox News about Richard Gage. And Richard Gage responded, and they're actually standing at the 9/11 memorial there. I highly respect AE 9/11 Truth and architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth. These are not conspiracy theorists. These are not people who come out and want to say 9/11 was an inside job and stuff like that. These are structural engineers who all agree that something is not right with the way these three buildings fell on 9/11. In particular, Building 7 falling straight down. But it is what it is. I put a link. Great video. Shout out to T2 Darlanton. He did a video, Godzilla 2014 review. Spoilers at 4:50. This is a 15-minute long video, of which my subscribers might not care for the second half of the video, but in the beginning of the video, he actually references the Bilderberg Group and the Rothschilds and the Morgans. T2 Darlanton is somebody I subscribed to long ago who doesn't talk about current events. He mainly does videos about video games and just stuff like that. It's weird to me to see different people that I watch who never really covered stuff like this actually cover this. So shout out to T2 for covering, actually just saying the words Bilderberg Group and Rothschilds and Morgans. And if you want to watch his whole video, it's 14 minutes long. It's a pretty good video. I subscribe to him because he's an intelligent guy, and I like to hear what he has to say about different topics and whatnot. So shout out to him. That's all I got for this week, guys. If you like the report, please give me a thumbs up and a +1, or give it a thumbs down if you think it sucked. It's the worst of YouTube. You never want to see it again. Just please rate, though. It helps me move around. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, And Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus for live show alerts, breaking news alerts, new video alerts. Because people tell me they sub me, they don't get my videos. Follow me there, you always get them. That's all I got. Another week of madness. You know, here it is. It's going on 4 o'clock in the morning as I shoot this video. Memorial Day coming up. Please take a moment to remember those who have served. Although, you know, I guess it depends how you view. Those of us who are awake view things in a different light. I don't like to think of our service members as serving the elite. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a separate video about Memorial Day. I have split feelings on Memorial Day. I want to remember the people who had the intentions to go and fight for freedom and fight for the country. But it's so horrifying when you know the reality of the bigger picture, that all of these wars have been financed all sides by the same people. And I still think it's important to take a moment to remember those who have, with the best intentions, have gone and died and gave their all. I don't know if that makes any sense. I certainly don't mean any disrespect by any of that statement. Those of you who are awake, you know what I'm talking about. It's a hard reality to live with, but we should take a moment to remember nonetheless, in my opinion. That's all I got. You guys take care, stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.